The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup, by Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street here in Jesup, and by the Women's Health Center on Cherry Street and Broad Street in downtown Jesup. And good morning, Bob. How are you?
I'm good.
You doing good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, we've got several guests in here this morning. We got Reverend Jack Lee. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Butch. How you doing?
Doing good from Omaha Baptist Church. And when it's this time of year and you're talking about Omaha Baptist Church, we're talking about
Living Nativity. And we're so excited to be a part of that each year and to be a part of telling the story of Jesus around the Christmas season, and that people would understand the real meaning of what Christmas is. And we're grateful for the opportunity to be on the Butch and Bob Show.
Okay. And it's going to be where?
It's going to be just as usually right across from Dairy Queen in the park.
Okay.
And
formerly known as the Westbury Park, right across from Dairy Queen.
Yes, that's
live
correct.
nativity scene there. And you don't say live, you say living nativity scene.
Mm-hmm.
Living nativity scene. Okay.
And so today I have with me Jonna Thomas. She's our public relations person. And then John Benner and his wife Tina are our directors for the Living Nativity. So I'm going to let John kind of take the show right now and just share with some things he's thinking about.
Mr. John Benner, good morning, John.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be here. First of all, I need to congratulate our pastor. Jack Lee is one of the vice presidents of the Georgia Baptist Convention.
Well, thank you for that.
Well, good. Is that like a year, 2 year, a year appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've already went over some of the stuff that we've been talking about. Where, like you said, it's at Jones Park. It's at formerly the Westbury Park across.
But it's called Jones Park now.
Jones Park. Jones Company owns it. That's
Jones Company.
That's why it was the Westbury Park. The Jones Company out of Waycross owns it. So we need to thank them for allowing us to be able to use it.
Okay.
It's going to be Thursday, November 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. and Friday, November 30th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So just a little bit, the history. We were talking before we came in. We think it's our 9th or 10th, and thanks to Judy and Ryan, all former members of our church, for getting us started. We also, thank the city of Jesup, for allowing us to be able to put it, and I'll go over thank yous later on as we go. But, a little bit more stuff going on. More than 2,000 years ago, a Savior was born in a little town of Bethlehem. Come see the Roman guards on horseback, the ladies at the well, the innkeepers, the town people, the manger, the sheep, the goats, and Bo the camel.
Bo, we got a camel coming in this year, huh?
We got a camel.
Bo the camel.
Come see Bo the camel.
Bo the camel. Live camel, 1 hump or 2 humps?
One hump. One hump.
It's cheaper to have one hump.
It is cheap.
Yeah, come follow the star, see the angels, and hear the story of Jesus' birth. Come experience it live. The cost, priceless. And it's free.
It's free. F-R-E-E, free. Don't have to pay a thing when you come through the gate.
It's priceless. It's priceless. So, like I said, we're so excited to be able to do it. We have a ton. I think we also want to thank Dana. Dana Thomas from the church. She and I are email partners, going back and forth. She's been. I think we have 98 volunteers each night going to be there. 98
volunteers a night.
98.
And then how long beforehand do you begin the construction of the walls and everything down there for the event?
The walls went up last week. They'll finish out next week, putting the lights up on Tuesday the 27th and the rest stuff. You can't get it up too early for the rain and the other stuff on it. So, and keep praying for the rain. It started out at 40 or 50% when I checked it. The 10-day forecast now looks like 10 to 20%. So keep praying.
Okay. Well, anything past 3 days is just a toss-up. So
yes,
hopefully it'll be good weather on that last Friday and Saturday in November, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. A couple thank yous, though. Like I said, the Jones Company, we talked about them. But Mayor David Earl Keith, City Manager Mike Deal, Molly O'Hare, the Downtown Development Director, Alan Boyd with the City of Jesup has been very helpful with our getting it cleaned and getting it set up for us. Chief of Police Mike Lane's going to help us. The Fire Chief Gene Lane's going to help us. Tourism Heather Altman's going to help us with a tent. and other things. Satilla REA, Georgia Power, and of course, our Omaha Baptist Church volunteers and Pastor Jack Lee.
And that takes a lot of volunteering from the congregation at Omaha Baptist to put this on.
Yes, sir.
It does, and I really appreciate the community involvement that we can get these other groups involved, and they see the importance of it, and just to make it really not just a church outing and event or ministry, but it's a community thing, and that we're always excited that the city does invite us every year. We kind of wait and hold back before we get that call and to see just exactly what's taking place, the dates.
So
and
the city
else.
has to invite y'all or give you the dates? How's that? So they contact y'all first?
That's correct. We
Okay.
wait on them to give the invite. We don't assume that they want us there, and
Okay.
we take that invite
All
very
right.
seriously.
Let's also
John?
experience, come and experience it. If like I said, if I hear it on a thing, it kind of goes in one ear and half out the other. But if I come and experience it, I tend to remember it more. You feel it, you see it, you smell the fires burning. You see all the townspeople were dressed up in the period 2,000 years ago. So and you see the horses with the Roman guards. It's exciting.
Yeah, I had a chance to go down there last year with my grandsons and just thoroughly enjoyed it and tried to explain different things to them and what each thing meant. And so I'm sure they'll understand more as each year goes by.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting. The concept the truth of the story is Joseph and Mary, there was a census being taken, and so Joseph had to go to his hometown, which was Bethlehem, and actually they were taking up taxes. And so when you first come in, we record your name, and then we require taxes. But we give you the tax money so you can pay
give
it.
a tax. You give a Caesar tax coin to
Yeah,
us
so-
to pay our taxes. So it don't cost you anything.
That's right. So
They give it to you, then take it back.
That's right. So anyway, that just kind of starts the story of just how Jesus' birth took place. And I appreciate John saying about all the things of that the environment of the reenactment of Jesus' birth, and you had the senses of your sight, your smell, all those things going on as you go through there, and the hustle and bustle of a crowded little town where many people were coming to have their senses recorded. So it's a special time for us.
And you get to see all the little shops set up like you would have seen in Bethlehem, where the people selling the different wares that were made back then.
That's correct. And there's anything from basket weaving, and they're also the place where they sell the pigeons for the sacrifices that go through. And then also we have people working with wood. We have a woodworker and then an iron worker.
Okay. And you have the nativity scene also set up.
Well, the manger be set up. Follow the star. You'll see the star, and then you'll see the angels, and then you'll be able to hear the story.
All right. The living nativity scene is going to be on the 29th and 30th, you said?
29th and 30th.
Which is a Friday and Saturday night there, right across from the Dairy Queen, across from Marco's there at the intersection of First Street and Orange Street.
That's correct. And actually, we've changed the time. We were doing it 6:30 to 8:30, and we've moved that up to 6 to 8 because from the past experience around 8 o'clock, it's nobody coming, so we've moved it up. We always have people standing in line ready to come in prior to that 6:30 time, so we decided just to go ahead and move that time up and just do a little experiment with that to see if it would work out best.
Yeah, that'll be good. It'll be dark then, and
Yes.
so
Thursday and Friday, no, not Friday and Saturday, right?
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday. Thank you, Bob.
Friday.
Yes.
And they
All right, so Thursday and Friday, November 29th and 30th, the Living Nativity scene put on by Omaha Baptist Church there in Jesup at the intersection of First Street and Orange Street.
and
Reverend John, which one?
I think we've got some
John?
ads getting ready to come on this week that Jonna has produced. It should be
Yep.
people. So if you got any questions, give us a call. Call any of us or call Omaha Baptist Church. We'd be
So
glad to help you.
let's discuss the animals that are going to be there. First of all, we got Bo the camel. First time we got a camel there. What other kind of animals can we see at the Living Nativity scene?
Well, we'll have goats, we'll have sheep, we'll have the horses, we'll have probably the donkeys, and what else?
Can any of these animals be touched?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do have like a petting zoo part of it.
Yes.
We'll be able to pet them.
It's always interesting petting the sheep. You know,
And I tell you, that's a big draw for the animals. And we've relocated the animals from last year. We relocated there where they were, and also to make it more accessible, and then to kind of move away from the manger scene. We were kind of infringing on that. But
I think we have calves too, don't we?
Yeah, we have
calves usually.
Neil Roche and his family provide a lot of the animals. DJ and Tanya Elam have brought about the introduction of the camel.
Now, who now?
DJ and Tanya Elam.
Elam, are they from this area?
They're not originally from here, but they moved from Fernandina.
So they live in this area, and they actually have a camel they keep there on their property.
Yes, they recently just purchased him. They had to have a special trailer for him to come in. And so...
do they use them kind of like a show animal, kind of like this, take them to events, or do they just have them as a pet? Or?
Well, we just got him, so...
Okay.
I think this is his first event.
This is the first event.
First event. All right.
Well, no, that's right. We had trunk or treat at the church.
He was a trunk or treat, too.
Yeah, we did a trial run, see how he did with round people, so anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, that was interesting. But one of the things, too, that helps us with the Living Nativity is the other events that are going on downtown, the lighting of the Christmas trees on Thursday. And so what happens, a lot of people will come from the lighting of the tree and just come right on
right down the street.
Living Nativity. And that's really part of the process of the planning that happens in the city, and we appreciate that. Some people say, why don't you have it on Saturday? We can't really have it on Saturday because you have the parade going on, and
it'd be impossible.
It'd be impossible, and we know that we don't want to try to divide people and where their interest is. And really, there's a great crowd at the parade, and we probably, honestly, we might not have many people there because of the parade. It's just good planning to do it different.
And with the lighting the Christmas tree, it's just a natural thing for people to do two things at the same time: see the tree and then see the Living Nativity scene.
Yes, sir.
And then
just tour all of downtown that day, see all the lights, can come and see us after the tree.
Okay. So you think this is your 9th or 10th or 8th year? You can't remember exactly?
We're 10 plus, I would say.
10 plus. Okay. Of doing it.
You're right.
Okay.
And
it is a great outreach program for y'all, and it's just a super thing, and I know the community appreciates Omaha Baptist Church doing this each year.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
All right. Bob, questions or comments for our folks from Omaha Baptist Church this morning?
Just always enjoy it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Anything else?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Is that it? Is that it? All right. Wish y'all the best with it this year.
Thank you, sir.
Plan on being there and getting to see it.
And we wish y'all a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Let's get past Thanksgiving first.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Folks in there, Pastor Jack Lee, John Benner, and the gang there from Omaha Baptist Church talking about the Living Nativity scene, November 29th, Thursday and Friday night in downtown Jesup. All right, we'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Can you find it? The Georgia Dermatology WIFO-FM Big Dog Country Cash Can. Imagine, if you will, a specially marked can hidden in Wayne County, Georgia, worth $1,055. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, find the cash can. Clues to the can's location will be read Monday through Friday live on WIFO at 7:10 a.m., 12:50 p.m., 3:03 p.m., and 5:50 p.m. Shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday, the clues will be posted online at BigDogCountry.com. No purchase necessary. You must be 18 to claim the prize. Complete rules online at BigDogCountry.com. The Georgia Dermatology WIFO-FM Big Dog Country Cash Can. Coming soon. This promo will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, got that cash can promotion beginning this Monday. Clues will be starting giving out 7:10 on Monday morning. And folks will have a chance to win $1,055.
Yeah, Christmas cash. Good time of year.
People wonder, why do y'all give away $1,055? Well, it's our frequency, 105.5. 105.5 FM, so we just give away $1,055. And appreciate Georgia Dermatology, partner with us this year to put it on, and then the other sponsors that we'll have on there. And so get ready to start gathering those clues beginning at 7:10 this coming Monday morning, and see who wins it this year. always a lot of fun. People join groups, they talk about it, families get together, friends, and it's just amazing the number of folks that love to go out there and have that challenge of being the one who finds it. It's like a sense of pride, along with winning the money. And so Cash Can, once again, folks, beginning on this coming Monday. First clue will be given out at 7:10 on Monday morning. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 814, world famous Butch and Bob Show for this Tuesday morning. And anything on your mind this morning, Bob? What's going on that you might want to mention that folks need to know about or happening? Or
I'm still excited about Sunday's big win by the Steelers, man. That was just fun to watch.
Fun to watch, huh?
Yeah.
They came from behind.
Came from the dead, down 16-0, a minute to go, third quarter, and came back because the Jaguars wanted to throw the ball and kept trying to run out the clock. So thank you, Jacksonville.
Why do teams do that? You see it all the time. They'll get a little lead like that, and suddenly they go into, let's don't lose mode instead of let's continue to win mode,
I'm not sure if they didn't have confidence in Bortles or what the situation. Like I said, I told Jonathan, listened to the post-game show and the call-in show after the game. They were pretty much crushing Hackett, the offense coordinator, they were crushing Bortles. So, but Jacksonville had that game. They've got Pittsburgh's number. Ramsey was over. Antonio Brown had 2 interceptions. Like I said, Pittsburgh was just about dead. I mean, had no idea they were going to
come back like that.
No, I was glad they did, though. Made my Sunday. I enjoyed it.
Sure did.
They got back for the community work church. Just want to hats off again for that event. That's the 20th annual event they had at Calvary. Just a great crowd on hand again. Pastor Van Dempsey and Hewlett Smith spoke, and the music was incredible. So just another packed house. It's a good way to kick off the holiday season. And now, I said, Altamont Baptist Church there's just a lot of traditional things that happen during the holidays that make it just a special time of year here in Wayne County. Like I said, Johnson mentioned all the downtown stores are decorated. The city will have the lights up soon, and Christmas parade set for December the 1st. Christmas lights and winter nights. So make sure you get your entry into the parade and make sure that parade's as good as it's always been. So they already said the Shriners are coming. So, but they're looking for a lot of floats.
Okay.
Got to see the Grinch last night. I enjoyed that. So Strand Cinema, get a chance to go down and see a good Christmas movie.
Now, how's this Grinch different than the other Grinch movies that have come out?
Not really much different, just a different, just different take, different Grinch.
Different take is a little different take, different.
It's pretty much the same story, but it's just.
Is there a main actor in it or anything, or?
The Grinch.
Well, I mean the actor.
I don't know who the actor is.
You don't know who the actor is?
I know Kenan Thompson plays his friend, so from there, but I'm not sure who plays the Grinch. But it's a good story, good movie. I see that's down there. I hadn't seen the Nutcracker out there. That's pretty good too. So, but I know every time I drive downtown, the streets are full with a lot of people heading to the movies, which is good. Just a good time of year.
Yeah. If you get a chance, go down there and see a movie at the Strand in downtown.
That's the way I always encourage everybody to shop at home. I said that Black Friday sales will be, but they've got a special thing this Saturday that they're talking, small business.
Small businesses. It's organized by American Express nationwide, and a lot of communities kick in with it as a small business Saturday, in which you're encouraged to shop at the locally owned and operated stores in any town throughout the country. Small businesses provide most of the jobs out there. It's not the big corporations, these small businesses throughout the country.
It's big rivalry weekend in football.
Yeah, big rivalry weekend.
Georgia Tech, 12 noon kickoff.
That's an early kickoff, for the Georgia Tech game.
It's going to be an interesting ball game up there in Athens. Auburn, Alabama, Clemson, South Carolina. So all these teams trying to stay up top. And Georgia still knows they got to beat Alabama if they want to get in that Final Four.
So Notre Dame goes out to USC. Now, does Ohio State and Michigan play this weekend?
Yeah, at Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also a 12 noon kickoff. There's a lot of games at 12 noon, so it's going to be interesting Saturday.
You did get that message in. We also got the text message up here about the Scriven Christmas in the Park in Scriven, and that is December 14th, Friday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on December 14th.
Right. The reason they're doing that's the last day of school. So after you get out of the last day of school, head to Scriven for the big snow event. So that's why they're doing it on that Friday, because that's the last day of school at Wayne County.
Right.
The Christmas break.
And we know this has got to be from the mayor of Scriven right here. It says, Troy versus App State for all the marbles this Saturday. Go Troy.
That's
Jason.
That's definitely from the mayor of Scriven.
Yes, sir. His daughter goes there, and now he's a big old Troy fan. So, well, Southern did win this past weekend. You know, they did whip up on Coastal Carolina, and then they get to play in Georgia State Stadium this coming weekend. And, you know, that refurbished Turner Field, now the Georgia State Panthers football field. Have you seen that facility since they've...
I have not seen
I haven't ridden by. I mean, no, I don't. I try to avoid Atlanta big time. I hate driving through there, being around there, and... so I didn't know if you had happened to seen there or anything. But Georgia Southern will be at Georgia State this weekend. We'll have that game for you right here on 105.5 FM on Saturday.
That's a 2 o'clock kick.
2 o'clock kick. Well, that works out pretty good. Folks want to go there and see it, get some chance to go up there, see the game, come on. 2 o'clock kickoff. And then Thursday night for the Falcons this week, right? On taking on the Saints?
Take on the Saints. Good luck.
Saints on a roll this year, aren't they?
Drew Brees and company just, I don't know if there's been a game where they haven't scored 45 or more. I mean, they're just rolling. So I said Drew Brees has never won an MVP, has a Super Bowl.
Isn't that amazing? He's got all those records and he hasn't won one yet.
Hasn't won an MVP, so that's kind of hard to believe. But
it is hard to believe.
He's never won an MVP.
Well, he deserves an MVP. I mean, there's been too many people better than him.
He's in the conversation, that's for sure. But.
And he's not that big of a guy either. You know, people look at him and say, well, he's not NFL material. Yeah, right. Yeah. Got records coming here, left, and forwards.
He's just well liked in that city because he did so much after the hurricane, you know, to help rejuvenate that city, spent a lot of money, and ran a lot of projects and fundraising events. So,
yeah.
I mean, they love him in New Orleans.
They love him there. And the Jags fly up to Buffalo. It'll be interesting to see what the last weather forecast I heard for New York City is supposed to be bone-chilling cold on Thursday. That you'll see folks bundled up there at the parade. Now, whether that's the truth or not, I don't know. That's what I heard over the weekend. But if it's real cold up there, you know how it is in Buffalo. There's cold, and then there's Buffalo cold.
Jaguars need to win, or they keep on losing, help their draft status. So.
Yeah, beginning of the season is like, man, this is their year, and then downhill. Jeez.
It's going to be interesting offseason to see what all does happen. I said that they just pulled the plug on the Bortles experiment. That they just paid him the extension. I think it was 3 years, $54 billion, with about $25-30 million that guaranteed. So. Decision time for Tom Coughlin and company to see what they want to do with Blake Bortles. But obviously they didn't have much faith in him on Sunday. I mean, 3-4 straight.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you let the guy run? I mean, why didn't just Blake make the decision? I'm going to run. I mean, you see players do that all the time, that in the heat of the battle, they'll say, all right, it's best for me to do this for my team to win, no matter what the coach called.
I don't think Blake Bortles has that. I don't think
type of mentality.
I just don't think he feels that if he goes against what the coach ordered, he'll on the bench. It's already been benched one time this year. So.
Oh, let's see, you're a coach. Well, you just got a first down for us. The drive stays alive. Oh, you followed my advice and did what I told you to do, and we didn't get a first down. Now we got a punt. I mean, I don't know. Somebody just texted in and says, good morning, Butch and Bob. Do you guys know why they don't put the Christmas decorations up on the light post anymore in this city? Thanks. I don't know what they mean by that.
I thought they do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they put the lights up until after Thanksgiving. So.
He didn't say they put lights. Said, you know why they don't put the Christmas decorations? Do they just have like banners up now? It says Christmas decorations up on the light posts, all the different light posts downtown. I don't know. I'd have to ride through there and see.
Last year.
Yeah. So I don't know, Brandy. That is a question that we cannot answer because we're not in the know on that. But, Thanksgiving, you do anything special this year for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. You got a family obligation. You got to head to...
Family obligation.
Go see some family. So.
Okay, well, that's good. That's what Thanksgiving's about.
Yeah, long drive. So.
Who's playing on, someone said lights up now. She must have gone through when the lights were not. Now they're up. Okay. Who's playing on Thanksgiving Day? You know Detroit's playing. Dallas is playing, right?
Dallas is playing Detroit and Atlanta, New Orleans. I think the Lions are playing the Bears. So
Dallas is playing who now?
let me find out.
Okay. Someone said that just texting the lights are on the trees in downtown because you got all those trees now, so it gives you more areas to put more lights up.
The Bears play the Lions at 12:30. The Cowboys and the Redskins at 4:30. Falcons and the Saints at 8:20.
Wow, 3 games, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom.
You got some
On Thanksgiving Day.
You got some college games too.
Oh, do you? Wow.
I think Mississippi State plays. There's a lot of games on Friday too. So, yeah, Mississippi State and Ole Miss play Thursday at 7:30, and Texas and Kansas play Friday at 12. East Carolina and Cincinnati 3:30 on Friday. Also on Friday, got UCF and South Florida. UCF still unbeaten.
Still unbeaten, huh?
No, South Florida can be. They beat Cincinnati pretty good. And Friday night, Oklahoma, West Virginia, which should be a very good game. West Virginia just got knocked off by Oklahoma State for their second loss. That kind of knocked them out of the top 4 conversation. Oklahoma's still in that conversation. West Virginia can knock them out of there. And Washington State on Friday. Washington State trying to make some noise, trying to get into that Final Four as well. And all the rival games on Saturday. Florida State's at 12 noon. Michigan, Ohio State, 12 noon. Georgia Tech, Georgia at 12 noon. Syracuse, Boston College, 12 noon. Then at 3:30, you got Auburn, Alabama, the Big Iron Bowl at Bama. Look for another blowout there. And Kentucky, Louisville, Saturday night. South Carolina, Clemson, Saturday night. So, and then
lots of football
Notre
from
Dame,
Thursday.
USC.
Yeah, big Saturday.
Everybody moaning and groaning about my Irish Notre Dame, but I keep telling them they're undefeated.
Moaning and groaning for why?
They don't think they're one of the best 4 teams.
Oh, they don't. They don't think they had a hard schedule.
Oh, the Catholics believe they're in. They're undefeated. They're in.
They got to play USC this weekend. Is that their last regular season?
Last regular game.
They don't play for the
play a
ACC championship. No, they don't.
So the Pope declares them in. So that's all it matters.
So all they have to do is beat USC, and they're going to be in the final. And of course, the committee would love that because they're a big TV draw.
I want to see Georgia play Notre Dame for the national championship. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what the way I got to see Georgia's going to beat Alabama.
Yeah,
and Alabama's going to stay in. See, and they're going to put Clemson 1, and Georgia 2, and Notre Dame 3, and they'll drop Alabama to 4, and then Georgia will play and win, and then play Notre Dame in the championship game. So,
okay, we'll see. We'll see.
But Notre Dame's in.
But that would be Georgia. That would be Clemson playing.
It's going to work out good this year, folks, because when Georgia beats Alabama, they leave Alabama in, and 2 SEC teams get in again. You're going to hear the Big Ten, the Pac-12 yell, scream, holler, and eventually they'll expand the playoffs to the
needs to go to 8.
And everybody will be happy.
Yep.
So that's what we need. We need chaos. We need Georgia to beat Alabama, because I promise you, if Alabama is unbeaten and loses a close game to Georgia, they're not knocking Alabama out of the top 4. All those people talking on TV, like, I don't know what they're drinking, what they're smoking. Alabama is not getting out. I mean, they've told you all year long that Alabama is the greatest team in the world.
Yeah.
If they lose a close game in the SEC championship game, have 1 loss, they're in the Final 4. Period. And Georgia's in the Final 4, and Notre Dame's unbeaten, they're in, and Clemson's unbeaten, they're in. So there's your 4 teams. So sorry, Ohio State, sorry, Michigan, sorry, Oklahoma, but you're out.
Yeah, out of there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You and I don't have to make that decision, but I know good and well the committee would love to have Notre Dame there because they're a big TV draw nationwide.
Yeah, they're in. They're going to blow out USC.
Alabama's a big TV draw.
Georgia just has to find a way, somehow, some way to get to Tua and win that game. They got to get by Tech first.
Yeah, you got Tech coming up. They've been on a roll, and it's you can just throw the records away from Georgia and Georgia Tech play.
But it's amazing how triple option teams get people. I mean, look at Citadel. Citadel went into Alabama, and it was 10-10 at halftime.
Yeah.
Because they were having trouble with that. But then at halftime, Nick Saban, I love this post-game press conference. He said he went in there and told his kids that there's not one kid on that Citadel team that can make our team. So why in the world is this game 10-10? Y'all need to dig deep in your soul and find a way to get out there and impose your will. Well, they did. They went out and blew them out 52-10 or something like that. So.
Wow.
But it was 10-10 at halftime. That was an interesting score at halftime. Everybody's going, what? It's 10-10.
10-10.
Citadel in Alabama.
Citadel. Yeah. Remember the year that Georgia Southern played Florida State, and then in the press conference afterwards. I think Florida State, won, but it was like a real close game or something like that. Came in and he talked about, he talked his defense beforehand. It's very simple. Somebody stops, the fullback. Somebody stops the quarterback, and then somebody stops the pitch man. I mean, how more basic can it be? But sometimes it's a little more easy to talk about doing that than to actually do it.
It's easier said than done. So the Georgia can play well Saturday and get ready for the SEC title game in Atlanta. So it'll be a great game. A lot of people here, Clay Travis already said he thinks Georgia will win that ball game. So he's the only one I've heard say Georgia's going to win that ball game.
What ball game?
The SEC title game.
The SEC title game. Clay Travis, the morning guy on our AM station, AM 1370.
I'm looking forward to see what the line is in that game. Everyone keeps trying to guess.
We still got 1 weekend left. Alabama's got to play Auburn. We got to play Georgia Tech. We can't start talking about the SEC championship until after those 2 big rival games.
It's still set in stone. They're still going.
They're still playing. Yeah,
it's not like it's changing.
But I just meant by how well we play this weekend. But I don't know. We'll see. But just go Dogs. Go Dogs this weekend. Go Dogs the SEC championship game.
We're going to blow Tech out.
You think so?
I'm not worried about that game.
You're not worried about that game at all? Okay, Bob.
That's a 20-point easy win for Georgia.
All right. I hope you're right.
35-10.
I hope you're right.
Go Dogs.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Bob, have a good day.
See you.
All right. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup. Also brought to you by the Women's Health Center on Cherry Street at Broad Street, and by the Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street. And in Blackshear, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.